Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got on the left, flip that, then I got on the check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You out of luck. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17. Back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move, it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's up like that. If it's up like that, it's up like that.
Sometimes my feelings are blind. Sometimes I can't even give it a try.
Sometimes I keep it inside, but still I cry. Still I cry.
Yeah, I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touch down, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done upped a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me. Too forever, she won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back then they couldn't f with me. I ain't never punched no card or made no money off no. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I don't feel. I never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined just from his section. Island daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different. All it takes for you to catch a case and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different.
Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, still that way, still that way, still broad day, live that way, drill that way, came a long way, real long way, been a long way, real long way, and it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it. Still that way. You ain't built that way. I been more in pain. Way to broad day. Really short fuse. Had a long day. Body like wow. Like.
Wait.
You know I'm an east side, big TD, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give. Rap. That. Real never switch that.
Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Still that way.
Woo! 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 This not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she poppin' for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TD, step a whole rep. That. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster with a shrimp. Fat. Big. Put a ribbon on it, get you give. Rap. That. Real never switch that.
Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 Still that way.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. Sacrilegious, I feel my wrath. You ever offended my clearly cracked mission with crass intentions. You may have given the credit so you can save now. This ain't the end and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights of going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in.
I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the eating, and no umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you more my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though.
But I ain't here to fight, Phil.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. We ain't even. They ain't submit when you daydreaming. Came needing to eat, I ain't eating in 8 weeks. And my mouth's watering like I stay teeth. And you can't reason with the animal that's loose and my brain's tweaking. You don't really know me. If you think you do get amnesia, got a problem, I'm subtracting you like a mad teacher. I'm that lethal like a threat to a mass preacher. I send you up to Christ if you crossing your act evil. Preparation means opportunity, maybe. Being great is ambiguity, baby. Too much at stake for your foolery, ain't it crazy? Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, you won't face me. You ain't really hard like you imagine and bragging about being toxic, but you ain't really that hazardous. Rap God, if you don't believe in me, then it's blasphemous. Everything that you are is an acronym to my adjectives.
but I ain't here to fight fair.
I got everything to lose.
Cheat codes, ladder, but I don't need those.
I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands will do. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands will do. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before I had business. I don't even need nobody here to vouch. I was all alone, so I ain't have a witness. Right back to the lab. Gotta go to work, I'm revving up my engine. I was just putting groceries in the bag. Now wait a minute, yeah, forgot to mention. I'm $100 million richer. Might paint $100 million picture. One man army, but I don't fatigue. Better have 100 million coming with you. Got good karma, so I'm riding fiscal. Hit the crossover, leave them playing Twister. Or they thought that I was just a. Now when I do, they call me Mister. Stop it. Big wall with suffice. Play with the family, playing with your life. Just got the ops hurt, looking sick. So we gon' disinfect them like a wipe. Had that boy a big cat with no stripes. Now on the gram, ain't worried about a light. Yeah, I had to go ahead and raise the fee. If you ain't rocking with it, take a hike.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide. Say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me? Say you gon' ride. Is you gon' step by me? Can't do it back, keep racks on me. Name home with I keep 3 on me. Oh, so you riding? I can do everything that you gon' like. Young, rich, and famous, I'm living the life. Uh-oh, pull up in that new thing. I'm swerving and hogging up both lanes. You know I'm in the mood. After I score, I'ma bring it to you. They're a free agent, I give them the boo. I'm with the crew, who we bringing it to. We got no limit, yeah, we on the ride. We all gon' step, we all gon' ride. Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Every time I'ma step with the steppers. Black and white beans looking like pepper. Flawless diamonds, yeah, I'm good under pressure. 400 racks tucked in the dresser. Blowing money fast like Big Meech. Thinking that they winning, big reach. They know I'm the best, I'm elite. I know when they hating is instant.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me. Spin and slide, say you gon' step by me. Who gon' step by me? Who gon' step by me?
Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with.
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play.
Boswell set to kick off.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Jones looking to throw right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now Jones. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Randy Moss, 72 yards. And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Play action now, Vick. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Michael Vick. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Vick with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Back to throw. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
How about the big guy there showing some agility? He just floated from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
3rd down at 6. Throwing, Jones. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Second and 9. Play action. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him, and he records the sack. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Vick's throw taken in by Moss. Now inside the 25, Randy Moss. Touchdown Bengals. Randy Moss, 69 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
That appeared like any routine NFL quarterback, but it was Michael Vick from the pocket, throws a touchdown pass. I just think about the transformation throughout his career. From Atlanta, where he would take off and go at just about the drop of a hat and turn defenses into mush. And then by the end of his career in Philadelphia, where he completed pass like we just saw from the pocket, yet still had those great legs, when necessary, to help get him out of trouble.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. His throw incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now 2nd and 5. Vick goes play action. Out to his left. Vick loses the football. It's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Hey, we can push ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And down he'll go at the 25. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Jones looking to throw on second down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. So they opted to run the ball there on third down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts, because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and he pick up the first down. Give that man a ton of credit.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Jones now on first down, looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
To throw again on second down. Jones over the middle. He finds Higgins. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out, and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They got to get to the 23 here on third. Back to throw again. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Vic's throw there, incomplete.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Second down, Vic. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. 3rd and 19. From the gun, Vic. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones. A short one there, caught by Likely. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Throwing, Vick. That is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Vick on second down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From the 29, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime Minks had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. This 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Kamara up the middle. And he gets it a little bit closer and takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Again, Kamara. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of find. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, for that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
91 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms have ever been used.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. William the Refrigerator Perry forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. The Jets on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Randy Moss with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick, and we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Vic readies to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold them up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football, get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Kamara is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a toss. Kamara left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Alvin Kamara with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Jets have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a second down throw for Vick. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And a good job there getting to him quickly after the catch as he's brought down right at the midfield stripe.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him, and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Randy Moss, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This will be caught by Randy Moss. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. To throw, Vick. He finds his man, complete. It's Moss. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. From the red zone now, Vick. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the Bengals come up with a late turnover that will probably matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a